Deep breath.
Well, if it's your Wi-Fi connection, it's not TCP West. It's your router.
It's the router. Well, I have even if you have the TCP West router.
It's just, it needs to be enhanced and have some additional pieces put in.
Well, what do you? Did you go back to TCP West? I just got it from TCP West. Wouldn't it be updated?
Well, it could be placement of where it's at.
Oh.
There could be a lot of things. I don't know who saw.
Okay. I did.
Okay.
All right. Okay, that might be the issue. Okay, I may have to check on
So anyway, there was just everything connected in this area was always low.
it. It's pretty warm in here.
Nope, we're good. I haven't heard anything from Rhonda. She was kind of like that one day, huh? She was dropping off that girl. We might have to get up and move things around, but we'll just get going. So, sitting up nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders, closing the eyes. 5 deep breaths. Just staying here in this moment and connecting to the breath. Drop the chin and bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and just keep dropping the chin. And then unwind the fingers, bring the hands out in front. There. Push away. Over. Good. Bringing the hands up overhead. Stretching the arms and lowering the shoulders. Keeping the arms straight. And keeping on holding on to the hands where they are here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, arch over to the left. And inhale, bring it back up to center, reach. And exhale, arch over to the right. Inhale back up to center. We're going to open up the arms, bring the left hand to the right knee, the right hand behind. Inhale, lift up the chest. And exhale, arch over, turning the chin over the right shoulder. center. Bring the right hand to the left knee, the left hand behind. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, turn over the left shoulder, the chin, the gaze, your drishti is down and back. Lower your right shoulder down. Unwinding. If we're on a perch, we'll come on down. We're going to go ahead and cross our legs again. Hands are on our knees. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge forward. Let's get all the air out here. And inhale over to the right, nice and slow. Engage the core in the back and exhale round the left. Nice, slow circle going around. Making sure you inhale when you go round to the right. And exhale round to the left. Imagining your pelvis is a bowl, like a punch bowl, and your spine is a ladle, stirring up the energy. Good. On this last one, we'll come back up to sitting, lengthening up through the spine and shoulders back and down. Just grounding down, imagining that root going down from your tailbone here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. And inhale over to the left. And now imagining that tailbone root corkscrewing down into the ground, keeping you very rooted and grounded. Do 2 more. Just loving this range of motion and the stirring of energy. One more. Good. Coming up to sitting. You're going to take both feet to the left. Tuck them in. And we're going to bring the left hand to the right knee, the right hand behind. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, turn and gaze over your right shoulder. Relax the shoulders down. If your bolster is handy, you want to use your bolster here. We're going to bring the bolster to the top of the right thigh, and we're going to fold over the bolster. You don't have to use your bolster, you can just fold over the ground. The chin is over the right shoulder. Pressing up. Move the bolster over to the other side. And we'll tuck the feet to the right. Getting the flesh out from under the bum on the left. Right hand onto the left knee, left hand behind. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, turn the chin over the left shoulder. Relax the shoulders down. Just relax. Anywhere you feel tension, send the breath there. Come down over the bolster, bringing it to the top of your left thigh, hands on each side, turning the head to the left and relaxing over the bolster. Just try to really relax, unwind. I'm going to take the legs out wide and bring the bolster between the legs if possible. If you want, you can also have your blocks underneath the bolster. Just raise it up. Just trying to get a nice width there between your legs and have your hands on the bolster. Take a big inhale, lift up the chest. So hinge forward, and you can rest your arms or tip your head, resting on the bolster. If you need to bring the bolster up higher onto the higher level, or check out Lauren's genius wedge.
Lack of ability to bend.
That's an ingenious modification there. Trying to relax the backs of the legs down. Breathe. And come on up. We'll take the bolster along the left leg and bring the right leg in. Keeping the legs nice and wide here. This is half butterfly. Hands beside the leg and bolster. Big inhale, lifting up the chest. Exhale, walk the hands down and come down to the bolster if you can. Turn it sideways if you want, or have the blocks underneath. Relax the back of the leg. Coming up. You can bring the bolster over the right leg if you want. You don't have to have it there. You can have it up with the knee. Just lift up the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, folding over. Relax the back of that left leg on the inside. Ooh, breathe there. idea of holding these poses for a long time, for a deep, long stretch. This is what opens up those joints and gets the synovial fluid in there, lubricating the joints. A big open. Good. We'll move the bolster aside. We'll push up onto that right knee and plant the left foot. Get the right shin underneath directly underneath that knee. Left hand on the left leg. Inhale, bring the right arm up. Exhale, slide it down. And slide the hand a little more. Good, bring it up. Plant the right hand on the floor. Swing the left arm straight up and over. So the shoulder is just resting over the ear. Good. Straighten the arm straight up out of the socket and then open it up behind you, opening that chest. Good. Bring it on down. Swapping legs. Take the right leg out nice and wide. The bolster on the inside. You could even put the bolster on top of your leg. That grosses my knee out, so I can't do that. But my knee has its own feelings. Turn the torso over that right leg. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hinge over. And adjust the bolster so that you can rest. Use blocks if you need to. Relax the right leg. Just as good as you can today. Always knowing there is improvement coming. Good. Coming up, take the bolster above your left knee or beside or on top of. It's good for you. Sit up nice and tall and get your spine straight, facing forward here first. Big inhale. Twist over that left knee, then come down. Relax the right leg. Feel it melting into the floor. Staying with your breath, staying in this room, in this moment. Good. Come on up. Move the bolster. We're going to come up onto the left knee. Get the knee directly under the hip and the shin hiding behind that thigh. Come on up with the torso. Right leg is coming straight out of the right hip. Straight torso. Right hand resting on the leg. Inhale, raise the left. Exhale, slide that right arm down and arch over. Breathing. Don't forget to breathe here. Feel that going all the way down that left side. on up. Plant the left hand on the floor, fingers pointing away. Swing the right arm up so that it's just resting over the right ear. Shoulder is in a straight line. Bring the right arm straight up out of the socket and then let it fall back and open up through the chest. And swing it down and come up onto your mat into table pose. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, the knees directly underneath the hips. You can't see your feet, they're hiding behind you. I'm going to take a big inhale here. Exhale, just come on back into child's pose. Rest here. Good. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, back in the child's pose. Now continue with your breath. Inhale, coming up. Holding the pose at the top with the breath, and then exhale, come down. Nice and slow, and then when your breath is all out, you hold it, just a little pause, and then inhale up. And a little pause at the top of the breath. Keep going. There's a gal in Grable who's a really dedicated yogi on her own, and she had a sore hip, and this is what physical therapist had her do 100 of these a day. Staying with your breath. Nice loud exhales. Feel the inhale lift you up. Do 3 more. Last one, long, loud exhale. Good. We're going to do cat-cow. We're going to do this for 2 minutes as well. Inhale, lift up the chin and the tailbone. Press into the hands. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, round the shoulders. And keep going here. So imagining that energy that was sitting in our pelvis that we were stirring up with our ladle, our spine, and pumping it up with our child's pose there, and here just whipping it around up and down through the spine, kundalini energy, nice and smooth. We've seen the craze where they with those big heavy ropes for CrossFit. Thinking of your spine as that big heavy rope. Staying flexible, energy moving through it. Kundalini friend said, doing this for 2 minutes every day, your aura will shine brightly onto the outside. Everybody will just know you glow. So we'll do 2 more. Good form, best as you can. Lifting the chin, lifting the tailbone, pressing to the hands, and then exhale, round and tuck and stretch through those shoulders. Good, let's come into puppy, taking the hands up the head and dropping the forehead down and letting that energy just trickle up the spine. Walk the fingers ahead. Good. Coming down onto the forearms and onto the belly into our Sphinx pose. Press the pelvis down into the floor and activate the back. Bring up that energy up the spine. And lowering down. We're going to bring our hands underneath the shoulders and lift up the shoulders. Bring the shoulders back and down. Lift up the hands off the floor too. And inhale here and breathe. Baby cobra. Keep trying to lift everything up. You feel your whole back flexed. Very grounded in the belly. Back is flexed, it's energized, it's bringing energy into the back. Good. Pressing the hands down underneath the shoulders, lifting up into high cobra. Elbows are in, shoulders are down. Breathe. Great stretch there. And so in Kundalini, we're imagining that energy is snakes. And so with cobras, we're honoring the snakes. Elbows in, lift up the chest, shoulders down. Things to pass the time. Good. Come on down. Not all the way. We're going to bring the left forearm in front of the chest, right underneath the shoulders. Look over your right shoulder. Bring the right foot up and try to grab it with your right hand. Press into that forearm, lifting up the chest. Breathe. Good job, everybody. Lowering down. Bring the right forearm underneath the chest. Bring the left foot up, look back, and grab that foot. Press into that forearm. Come on down to the belly. We're going to bring up both feet to the bum and take both hands back and catch the feet. Inhale, lift up the chest and the knees off the floor so you're just rocking on the belly and the pelvis here. Good job. Inhale, lift up the chest some more. Push your feet away from your hands, and your hands hold on to the feet and really arch up your boat. Take a big inhale. Exhale, roll onto the right side. Keep the head up off the floor. Shoulders come together in the back. A great shoulder stretch here. And a good quad stretch. Knee opener. A big inhale. Exhale, rolling all the way over to the left side. Keep the head up off of the floor. Shoulders come together in the back. Breathe. Good. Rolling back into the belly. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to come on up into hair pose. So curling the toes, tucking the chin, bringing the top of the head to the floor and the hands to the heels. Arching up through the back and doing an exact opposite pose with the back we just were. Just like that rope in slow motion. Spread the shoulders. Loud exhales when you go back and down. Your spine is the staff. Press through the heel again. Engage that right quad. Squeeze the knee. Good. Bring that knee back. Take the left foot out. Curl the toes. Press through the heel. Flip up the tailbone so that the hips are pointed down. Shoulders away from the ears and press through the heel again. Lengthening and straightening. Good. Bring it back. Take a big inhale. Exhale over to the left. Big hip circles. Nice, slow, big breathing. Exhale when you go back and down. Notice the whole body is moving. Really send the hip out to the side. And one more. Exhale nice and loud. Inhale lifts you up. Good. We'll come onto the forearms. We'll take the feet out. We'll come into a forearm plank here. And press through those heels and engage those quads. Stomach comes up, shoulders down. Make a flat pelvic triad there so that your bum isn't sticking way up in the air. Good, everybody. Breathe. Keeping those shoulders away from the ears, pressing into the elbows, little things that pass the time. Stomach up. Engage the quads, push to the heels. Breathe, breathe. Good. Come on to the knees and walk on up. Grab your blocks and have them by your heels. Good. Hands on the low back, however you want them. Fists, fingers down, fingers up, whichever feels good to you. Big inhale. Exhale, press those hips forward. Lean the head back, drop the head back. Breathe. Think of the energy coming up the spine here. Good. Keep the shoulders in the ears and come on up. We'll come on back to hair pose. So curl the toes, tuck the head, round the spine, top of the head, reaching for the heels, arching through the back. Feel the energy come up. Maybe tuck the chin some more, bring it closer and more on the top of your head. Good. Come on up. You can keep the toes curled and take the hands to the heels if you want, or to your blocks. Lean back. Lift up, press those hips forward and drop the head back. Notice your breathing. Bring the hands to the hips. Keep the shoulders up. We're going to come down onto our bum. Bringing the soles of the feet together. Rock your bum close to your feet as close as comfortable. If this is too much for your knee and hip, you can definitely place a block underneath your knees. Whatever is comfortable. Sitting up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders down. Chin comes back so you're nice and aligned. Take a big inhale. Exhale, round forward. Drop the head. Bring that energy up. Thinking about the pose we were just in that camel pose, with our back flipped back, and now it's coming forward. Let the head feel weight. Good. Swing the legs behind. Hands come up to the top of the mat. We're going to curl our toes, come into our first downward dog, and let that energy trickle down our spine. And you can pedal it out here with your feet. Press your chest towards your legs. Tuck your chin, look at your knees. Come into a nice downward dog. Check your hands, elbows. Tuck your chin. Lower your heels together. Breathe. Feel the energy in your shoulders, your knees.
And walk the feet on up to the hands. Equal standing, the heels are pointing straight back. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, drop your head. Tuck your chin. Breathe here. Let that energy come up the spine. Imagine it swirling around, intertwining. The left side and the right side. Inhale, all the way up. Bring it up, bring the arms up. Pull that energy up. Grab the right wrist and arch over to the left. Inhale, bring it up. Reach, grab the left wrist and arch over to the right. Reach up and arch back. Face the front and turn off the heater. Oh, I just had a flashback of a dream that I had that my plant was dead. Glad it was a dream. Alright. Let's take our feet wide and toes pointing to the corners of your mat. Hands to prayer. We're just going to bend the knees and come into Diva here. So making sure you get your knees over your heels, and your knees are tracking out over your toes here. Tuck the tailbone, stomach up and in, pelvic floor locked. Round down. Bring the hands up over the head, pressing the palms together, the shoulders away from the ears. Feel your hands pushing together. We're going to pick up the left heel. Good. Lowering down. Get centered. Take a big inhale. Raise the right heel. Shoulders down. Pelvic floor up and in. Stomach up and in. Good. Come down with the right heel. Come down lower. Bring the hands out to the sides, the elbows into the sides. Catch a mudra with your fingers. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, come on up. All right. Take the feet straight. Lock that tailbone. Nice lined up spine here. Big inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands down and point the fingers behind you. And keep crawling them back behind you. And dropping the head and letting that energy come up. If you need to take your feet wider, so you can go lower with your fold. Adjust your hands, don't do it when your hands are back, taking your feet wide. Feel the energy coming down to the head, or up to the head, which is down. Walk the hands back up forward,
And we'll walk the hands over to the right foot. Like you spread up, and then we're going to bend the right knee, come over that right knee, and take the left foot up with the chest, squatting down over that right knee. I should have said. Not overdoing, always listening to our body. Whatever it says, we honor it. Take the hands on the inside. Rock over, pick up the bum when you go all the way over, then walk over to the left. Right foot comes up in the air straight. Chest is up. Sinking down. Flattening the right foot, coming up. Back to center, heel toe in to shoulder width apart. And just drop the bum here. Come on into Garland Malasana. Good job, everybody. Getting grounded. It's a great activation pose for that Kundalini. And coming on down. Come out to your back. And bring the knees up to the chest. Hands to cactus hands. We're just going to rock back and forth here. As far over as you want. You just want to do a little rocking. If you want to do bigger rocking, it really activates the core to bring the knees back up. Imagining helping those snakes to go side to side up your spine here. Good. Coming back to center, get your spine all straight, your shoulders down. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop those knees all the way over to the right. And the head to the left. Relax. Head back to center. Engage the core. Bring up one knee or both knees together. Get the body straight again. Get the shoulders down, the head on top of the shoulders. Take a big inhale. Exhale, tipping over to the left. Dropping the head over to the right. Relax. Good. Bring the knees back. Plant the feet. And just rock the knees back and forth, massaging the low back here. Keeping that energy stirred up. Thinking of the low back, not letting your mind wander. As
Breathe, thinking of the energy going up the spine. And just straighten out the legs. Take a full body stretch here. Lengthening, pulling that energy up. And getting ready for Shavasana, which will be a guided meditation. Nice and settled. Feeling your body resting into the floor. Getting comfortable in this time. Feel the weight of your body on the floor. And come to your breath. Feel the air coming in and out of your nostrils. Is one nostril stronger than the other? Relax the face, starting with the forehead. Feel the muscles in the forehead smoothing out. And the eyebrows. Relaxing the eyebrows. The eyelids. The muscles in the eyes. And the back of the head. Resting the eyes. Relaxing the muscles on the sides of the eyes. Relaxing the temples. Relaxing the jaw muscles. Both sides. Relaxing the root of the tongue. Feel it relax on the floor of the mouth. Relaxing the muscles on the sides of the lips. And the lips. Just let them rest together. Relaxing the back of the neck. Just feel it supported. Tops of the shoulders. Just noticing the arms coming out of the shoulders. And then resting on the floor. The arms are totally supported. Without moving your right hand, just think of your right hand and how it is positioned. Feeling the air on the hand, the floor on the hand, the connection. Relaxing that whole right arm. And moving over to the left arm, going down, feeling the floor supporting the whole arm. And thinking about the left hand, the wrist, the fingers and thumb. Feeling the air touching the left hand. And the floor connecting wherever it's touching. Bringing that relaxing energy up that left arm to the middle back on the floor. Feeling your chest rise with your inhales. And feel your body relax with the exhales. Feeling the floor support your hips. heels resting on the floor. And the position of your feet just relaxed and flopped open. Thinking about the right foot and toes. Just sending your concentration there. And then over to the left foot and toes. And breathe some energy from your legs up into your torso. And some energy from your arms. Breathe it into the torso. Bring it all into the torso. And feel the belly rise and fall with the breath. And putting a little smile on your face, rocking your head side to side. Thinking, here we go, we're going to wake up nice and relaxed and have a relaxed day with good energy. And wiggle our fingers and toes. Take a little stretch. And when you're ready, rolling on to the right side, the side of new beginnings and rebirth. And letting go of that does not serve you and leaving it on the floor to be composted into good energy. We just did a great energy workout, just focusing our mind on our energy in our body. And so we only are bringing the good with us today and every day. Bring our hands together, save a space open on the inside for your intentions for the rest of the day, and bringing your thumbs together, tipping your forehead and honoring your intention, honoring each other as we are all connected and grateful for sharing this space. This is Patty's last day. Happy solstice. Namaste. Just your last day with us. Namaste. Namaste.
So you're gone for a few weeks, or you're gone for good?
I'm gone for good, I guess.
Well, we've enjoyed having you.
Yeah, thank
very
you.
much.
It's kind of like losing part of the family.
It is.
Thank you for sharing your time with me.
Good people to share.
Did you see the size of the moon this morning?
It was
Thank you over there.
beautiful. Couldn't believe it. I think it was last year that I put it together. Oh yeah, a full moon on the solstice every year. Maybe. I'm not sure, but last year and this year, so.
About after.
Here's my fastest one.
When we just roll around.
Stop laughing.
Old people.
What are you doing?
Those are all solstice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Have one for you.
That's
Or
okay.
before.
I'm new, so.
But I do have, like, just in case somebody came, a consultation. You're welcome.
I know Holly will not be here on Monday.
Okay.
I don't know if I will or not.
All right. Well.
I'm not sure how my weekend planned out. I'll be checking in online.
All right. Right. So, oh, it was going.